East Texas Internet, Wi-Fi. There's my green signal boy. That's what I'm talking about. What is going on? Thank you for tuning in tonight. It is an exciting time. It is fall. The fish are starting to behave as such. We had a really fun day today. Unfortunately, today was a filming day, so you guys will get to see exactly how the day went next week. So, awesome, awesome, awesome. Good stuff. Real Fish, what's going on? Good to see you in the house, buddy. All right, you guys know the drill. Y'all start hollering at me. Feed your questions my way. I will start working my way through our top 5 baits for the week. And to get you guys going around East Texas, it's a fun time. These fish are really getting keyed in on shad. They are chasing them like crazy. Bigger fish are showing up every day. One of the guys that's, I consider him a friend. We used to be really close. Kind of grown apart over the years, just both being busy. But he's almost one of my heroes, really. A guy that I have a ton of respect for in the business, Mr. Jason Hoffman, caught a 12-pounder. Well, his customer caught a 12-pounder 2 days ago on Fork. So, congrats to Jason. Congrats to that customer. That is just incredible, man. What a job. What a guy. You know, Hoffman, he's one of the best maybe that there's ever been. He's a phenomenal guy. And he's really quiet. He kind of stays to himself. He's just built up a business over the years through reputation. That's how he likes to do things, but he is an incredible guy. Good job to him. Way to go, Jay. So, Central Texas in the house. What up, Robert Morton? Somebody says, come fish ponds with me, brother. I'm telling you, I appreciate you guys wanting to see other lakes, and I love fishing other lakes. Y'all know I do because I do it every chance I get. Unfortunately, when we get into the time of year where I'm really running a lot of guide trips, it becomes very difficult for me to get to those other lakes. I have a hard time getting away. So I would love to come fish ponds with you, but it's not going to happen in the next month or two. Hey there, Fish Vibes is asking about the Berkeley tournament. Hey, so in the Berkeley tournament, I'm going to have this same live stream next week. We actually just shot a video today that is going to be published next Wednesday. Our next Guides Network edition next Wednesday will be about how to win the Berkeley tournament. So stay tuned for that. I got lots of good information. But you'll see a lot of the same stuff here tonight. I'm fixing to get the baits. Let's go ahead and get into our top 5 bait segment. You guys just keep filing your questions away over here. And when I'm done with the baits, I will get back to those. And we will go over each and every one that I can possibly get to. All right, number 1, great bait. Swim jig. We're throwing it a bunch right now. We've been throwing it. I was throwing some of the crawl trailers and stuff. I've gone back to the swim bait trailer. But the swim jig is getting some bites in those slick, calm conditions that we have on days after cold fronts right now. I've been catching some fish on the swim jig. But just a shad pattern swim jig, 3/8 ounce. That's a 6-cent Divine swim jig and like a lavender shad. And I've got the Kitech electric shad as a trailer. But yep, that's my swim jig rig, and it's starting to work really well right now. When the wind gets up, or I've got heavy cloud cover, I go to the chatterbait. The old white 3/8 ounce Z-Man chatterbait with Live Magic Shad, of course, is the trailer. You guys know what my trailer is. Always a Live Magic Shad. That is the only trailer that I ever use on the chatterbait. So, and then, you know, hey, when it gets slicked off calm and it gets real tough and I just can't buy a bite, I always go back to the Wacky Worm. Wacky Rig Trick Worm, Watermelon Red's been the best color here lately, but this has gotten me a lot of bites and kind of kept some activity going during parts of the day where maybe the fish aren't really feeding so much and it's kind of slow. That Wacky Worm is picking up some extra bites just honestly to keep us entertained in between the feeding periods. It's kind of how we're using it right now. And then every once in a while, because hey, it is fall, and Lake Fork has a lot of shad, and Lake Fork has a lot of bass, so every once in a while you'll see fish go to schooling. Right now the best baits on those schooling fish have been prop baits, and when it comes to prop baits, I like to target big fish. I like to target big fish all the time. So when it comes to prop baits, I really lean on the old Whopper Plopper. You guys saw it on the Guides Network today, or yesterday. I wasn't, just spitting you something out there. I mean, this bait is a key player in the fall, and right now, the schooling fish are really loving the prop baits of all kinds. But when you're talking about a prop bait and you want to catch a big fish, that's the one right there for the big fish. So it doesn't get as many bites as some of the other smaller profiles, the Lucky Craft prop baits and stuff like that, but I love the Whopper Plopper for catching big fish when they're keyed in on a prop bait like they are. Those schooling fish are really dialed into wanting a prop bait. They won't hardly bite another topwater beside a prop bait right now, for me. All right, bait number 5. It's the one you came here for. This is the one that gets me excited. I mean, this one, I wake up in the morning when this pole's out on the deck and it's tied on ready to go. I'm just, Guess what? They're starting to bite. Guess what? They're starting to bite. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's that time, boys and girls. If you guys have watched the channel, you might have heard me talk about a big swim bait bite that happens in the fall and how awesome it can be. It's not fully fledged, in full gear yet, but they are starting to bite the Smash Tech Convict, and I know the glide bait bite's going to be right behind that. The glide bait bite will probably get better as the water gets a little colder. They tend to bite it better when the water's cooler than it is now. So, anyway, Smash Tech Convict have caught fish the last 2 days on it, some key fish. Not a lot of fish yet, but it's coming. And you guys that are fishing tournaments, I don't know what bait Berkley has that's a 7-inch swim bait, but go find it, because the big swim bait bite is getting going. And in the fall, man, you line up in the right area with a big swim bait in your hands in the fall, and it can be something you'll never forget the rest of your life. So there's number 5. There you go, guys. Top 5 baits. Most of them look like shad and move a lot, and that's what's going on. They're chasing shad. So we've got the swim jig, we got the chatterbait, we got the Whopper Plopper, we got the big swim bait, and then when it's really tough and we can't buy a bite, pick up that wacky worm and grind it out. So that's my game plan. That's how we're going about it. And now I got to go back up and scroll through questions. Woo, you boys have done good. Y'all been putting it on here tonight. I'm loving it. Somebody said, I was watching your video on mat punching today and noticed you were using a left-handed reel. Do you always use left-handed reels? No, I mean, I've played around back and forth, but I still use right-handed reels almost all the time. I can do either. It doesn't bother me to do either. I can catch a fish with a left-handed reel or right-handed. A little bit ambidextrous in that way. I was a switch hitter when I played baseball. So some ambidextrous tendencies for me, but I primarily use right-handed reels just because they're easier to find and easier to buy, and I break reels all the time. When I put a new one on, it's just easier to have right-handed ones available. So I can use a left-handed one, but I don't very often. Swim jig crushed it for me this past weekend. Yup, swim jig, swim jig, swim jig. Hey guys, Smash Tech Convicts, Billy's always talking about, are on sale at Tackle Warehouse. Get to Tackle Warehouse right now. Get some Smash Tech Convicts, because those baits are about to start balling out till they be falling out over the next month. Yes, indeed. Go get them Convicts on TW on sale. Loving it. Good timing by Tackle Warehouse, by the way. I'm pretty sure that I called them, and I must have texted Tackle Warehouse and been like, yo, dog, I'm about to start catching them on convicts, so y'all might want to get a sale going, because we about to sell a bunch. Fishing clear water with a lot of laydowns and grass mats. What should I be throwing to catch bigger bass, not numbers? Swim bait, swim bait, swim bait, swim bait, and a swim bait. Hey, you got clear water, you got grass, you got bass. You need to throw a swim bait, buddy. Especially in the fall when they're keyed in on bait fish. It is time. It's perfect. Get the swim bait. Commit to it. Learn it. Learn how to find those key big bites on a swim bait. And I promise you will come back here saying thank you. Because it will pay off if you give it enough time. what hook with the wacky worm? My wacky worm hook is a Gamakatsu Finesse Wide Gap Weedless 1/0. There you go. If you need to see that again, wait till the playback post this evening and replay it back. So you said y'all just killed them today, so did the cold front seem to be pushing them further back in the creeks, or just get them active where they have been staging, wait to move the last week? So it was really weird. This person's asking, let's see, who was that? Robert Morton. Robert Morton is acting Robert Morton is asking, did the cold front move the fish into the creeks, or did it get them more active? The answer is yes, but it was weird how they did it. It's a little odd. I actually witnessed schools of bait. You know, the luxury of being out on the lake every day is you get to see all kinds of neat stuff with nature. I love observing nature. I always have since I was a kid. We actually watched massive, huge schools of bait fish migrate into the creek 2, 3, 4 days ahead of the cold front. Like, you could actually see the birds in the bait. Like, the birds would be working the bait, and one day they'd be in this part of the creek, and the next day they'd be further back, and the next day they'd be further back, so forth and so on. Like, you could watch them day after day migrate through that creek, and that was before the front hit. So those fish, it definitely migrated more bait and more fish, but some of them came in front of the cold front. So once we had the front, once they had a day or two to settle in, yeah, man, they have little key feeding periods. It's not happening all day. It's typical fall fishing. There's long periods of very low to no activity, and then there's 30-minute, hour-long windows where you just, boy, I mean, you bust their heads open, you catching them, and that's just typical fall. So you just have to make sure that you hunt them down, you get on the fish. Once you find out where they are, you find all the signs of life, the bait fish and all that, stay on them until they get going. And once they get going, have them knots tied good, because it's about to get fun. What's my favorite band? What is my favorite brand of big swim baits? Am I more of a soft body or glide bait guy? I probably do more year round. I probably do more soft body stuff, and the Smash Tech Convict, the weedless Convict, is my baby. The reason that is because it's the best, in my opinion, weedless big bait on the market, bar none. And I fish a lot of grass, as you guys know. So fishing on the grass that I do, that weedless bait is my favorite one. I probably do more of it. Now, I do love the glide bait bite. I would probably prefer to get more bites on the glide bait than the soft body bait. I'm a fan of that glide bait bite. I love working that bait, watching it dance, and that bite is so violent as well that I really love the glide bait deal. The problem for me is the areas that I like to fish, the areas that I have confidence that are holding big fish all the time, are so filled with grass that there's a big portion of them that the glide bait just can't work in. So, you know, I like them both. I use them both, but I find myself using the soft body more because of the areas that I'm fishing. Somebody asked, how big is the hook on the Convict? That is a 10/0 Owner Beast hook, 10/0. Can I throw the 7-inch Smash Tech Convict on 7/4 heavy? Yes, you can. Absolutely. 7/4 heavy is plenty of rod for the Convict as far as the hook set and everything. The one thing you have to be cautious of, when you cast it, if you go to whip that thing around like a spinnerbait, you're going to overstress that rod and you're going to break it. So with the 7/4 heavy rod, you really want to make sure that you long arm it, extend your arm, long arm, and lob that bait out there. It'll still travel a long way, it'll cast fine. You just have to be a little bit more cautious about how you cast it. I have not seen any of Lake Fork Guys' Amazon Peacock bass fishing vids. Peacock bass fishing has been on my bucket list since I was about 12 years old, though. I saw some videos of them boys catching them peacock bass then, and it's something that I've wanted to do forever. I have no idea when I'll get to do it. I have no plans to do it. All I know is that someday, when I get the chance, I absolutely want to. So I can imagine Justin does such a phenomenal job on all his videos. He's such a great guy and skilled editor, and he does everything the right way, top class. So I can imagine those videos are freaking phenomenal, amazing, awesome videos. When would I throw a swim jig versus chatterbait? So chatterbait, when the wind picks up and I got a lot of wind current, I throw that chatterbait. It creates noise, it shakes around a lot, it creates a lot more movement, it draws a lot more attention, a lot more reaction. So when I got a heavy cloud cover, or when I've got some wind going, a good wind ripple going over the grass, that's when I'm throwing a chatterbait. When it's dead calm, this water I'm fishing around this grass, crystal clear. Very clear water for East Texas. So when it slicks off and gets calm and it's sunny and bright, man, they can see everything. That chatterbait I feel like is just a little too much, and I go to the swim jig and the swim bait. That's when I go to that, a little bit more subtle, realistic type of bait with the swim jig and the big swim bait. What would I recommend a co-angler to bring on the boat? So here's my recommendation for a co-angler. I'm trying to find a bag. You know what a duffel bag is? A duffel bag, just about this big, 2-3 foot long, a foot wide. Get your tackle, fit it into one duffel bag. Get the plastic boxes and everything, fit everything into one duffel bag, and bring 4 or 5 rods, tops, max. 5 rods is the most you should bring as a co-angler. That is just courtesy. Most boaters are going to let you borrow if you need to borrow something. I would as a boater. If I was in a tournament or not, you could borrow whatever you needed when you get in my boat. That's how I am. To the point if you needed a rod, I'd let you borrow a rod. Now, most boaters probably won't let you borrow rods. But if you need something, if you need line, if you need gear, a hook, weight, whatever, there's something you don't have that you end up needing, most boaters will help you out. Especially if you show them the courtesy and respect that you don't want to clutter up their boat, and you're trying to be respectful of them by keeping everything nice and tight and organized. That will make you guys will be able to function better together. Because whether you like it or not, when you're a co and an angler, you're kind of a team effort. Yeah, you're catching your own fish, but you guys have to work together within that tight space for 8 hours. So show them some respect. Try to keep your gear organized. Try to keep it tight and confined. One duffel bag, 4 or 5 rods, and show them that courtesy, and they'll show you courtesy, and you guys can have a great day on the water together. That's my advice for co-angling. Fishing Monticello all next week. Would you even bother fishing Sandlin or stay with Monticello? I have never fished Sandlin because every time I go towards Sandlin, I drive right past it and go to Monticello. But I've been hearing all these crazy things about Sandlin, like people talking about catching 30 pounds flipping grass like it's no big deal, and which just seems insane to me. But I mean, it's East Texas, so it could be happening. Like, you never know. All lakes around here have potential to get on hot streaks where they really produce. So, I mean, yeah, if I was going over there and I had a week, I had that many days, I would definitely spend a couple days on Sandlin, just to answer that question, if nothing else. All right, so this guy, let's see, Corbin Ray. I would love to get a trip with you one day. What month would you recommend for the biggest bite on pork? Well, if you're simply looking for a trophy fish, then January and February are very, very, very good months to catch trophy fish. Now, we're not going to catch a lot of fish. Just going to tell you that. I mean, every once in a while you get a lucky day, a warming trend, and you catch a lot of fish. For the most part, we're not going to catch a lot of fish in January, February. But if you're strictly looking for a trophy bass, January, February might be your best chance. Other than that, March, the full moon in March, you're going to have a shot at a big in around the full moon in March. And the general fishing is going to be a little better at that time as well. So that's kind of the early part of the year is really the time when we catch the biggest fish of the year typically. So. Robert Morton asks, now since I spend a lot of time up in the grass there at Fork, are you running water with a swim jig and lipless over punching right now? Right now I am, especially when you get the fall, guys. These fish it's the time of year to throw moving baits. Like, if you ever want to throw moving bait, if you want to learn how to throw a moving bait, if you want to build some confidence, or if it's just something you like to do, then from now until December is your time. Like, this is the time of year where they chase bait. They chase bait more right now than any other time of the year by a long shot. So, yes, I throw a lot more swim jigs and chatterbaits and lipless baits and crankbaits and all kinds of moving baits, spinner baits sometimes. Just all kinds of shad replicating moving baits. I throw those a bunch in October and November. What up, Harrison Curtis? Hollering at me live from C-Stat and Fishing in the City. What is going on? Shout out to y'all. Thanks for joining in, fellas. Appreciate it. Awesome. Somebody saying, hey, go check out the how-to video on fishing the big Smash Tech swim baits. That's right. Andrew Grills, good buddy of mine, did a phenomenal instructional. He might be the best big swim baiter in the state. I mean, he's more good. So we did a how-to video, and it is pretty in-depth. He did an awesome job on that. So if you want to know how to throw the big swim baits, please look up the how-to Guides Network episode on big swim baits with Andrew Grills. Great job. It will help you light years. You will get way ahead of the game on that deal. So check it out. He did a phenomenal job on that. And we caught some big fish. Alrighty, fellas. Hey, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Great live stream. By the way, tomorrow night, Lake Fork Tackle store in Emory, Texas. If you're in that neighborhood, please come see me. I will be there. We got a live stream at 6 p.m. I will do my best to live stream the entire thing this time. I've been having a lot of technical difficulties with the old East Texas Wi-Fi connection at the Lake Fork Tackle store when I try to live stream these seminars. I will do my best to live stream it for you guys tomorrow night. If you can't catch it on the YouTube channel for some reason, you can always catch it on Ronnie Parker's Facebook page. He live streams it there as well. Go friend request Mr. Ronnie Parker on Facebook. He's the owner of Lake Fork Trophy Lures. So yeah, that's that. Hey, great time of year. It's exciting. We're catching a lot of fish. By the way, I'm fully booked for October. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. All you guys that are viewing the channel, booking trips, telling your buddies they're booking trips. Man, talking about incredible. Thank you so much, man. I owe a lot of my success to you guys out there, and I can't say it enough. Thank you. October's completely booked. We got a lot of November dates. November fishes really well. November is arguably my favorite month of the year. We really start catching some giant bass in November. So if you want to get out in November, it's going to be a phenomenal bite. This year, everything's setting up right. All the dominoes are falling the right direction for tremendous November. So give me a shout. We appreciate you guys watching. Tell all your friends out there to get subscribed, man. Let's grow this community. Let's help each other catch more fish. Let's love our fellow man like God commands us to do. And that's it. You know, I'm blessed. Hey, look, we're catching fish sometimes. Sometimes we catch them good, sometimes we don't. When we do, guess what? It ain't me. I'm not that good. It's him. It's him in me. It's him through me. I'm only where I am because of him. And I don't get too religious on this channel. I do it more and more as I get more comfortable. But I'm telling you guys, I'm a big believer in Christ. I owe everything in my life, where I am, my family. I owe it all. I owe it all. And it's him in me. Anything that we do that's good on this channel, it's him in me. Anything we do bad on this channel, that's just me. So we try not to do too much bad. But all right, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys next time. We appreciate you so much, and we'll see you next time right here. Your Lake Fork Guide.